Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Aisha, aka Lesh of The Living Lesh, where you can find me on my YouTube channel, which you are here on, as well as on my blog, livinglesh.com, as well as on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and everything in between. But today I want to do a beauty review, kind of like a haul slash unboxing, because I just got the products, so I'm really super excited to share them with you. And I haven't tried them yet, so we're going to try some things out. But before we get into that, first, if you are new to this channel or if you're returning and you're liking this video, you like any of my videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button. On Living Lesh, I'm constantly sharing aspects such as these beauty reviews. I'm doing fashion try-ons and fashion reviews on different brands that can live your lifestyle, so that affordable luxury, as well as travel vlogs for all the places I'm traveling with my friends, my family, and sometimes by myself. So make sure you hit that, again, subscribe button. But without further ado, let's get into today's beauty haul. So in case you all haven't heard, Avatar: Way of the Water just recently hit theaters, and if you're watching this after December 2022, it's already out in theaters and maybe on DVD by now, but who knows. But in collaboration with the release of Avatar: Way of the Water, one of the most anticipated Avatar films, well, most anticipated films because it's been years in between the gap. So if you haven't heard, they're doing Way of the Water, what they just released, and they're doing a third and fourth one, which they filmed continuously. But anyway, so they, in collaboration with this release, NYX Cosmetics, why can I say this today? Avatar: Way of the Water, in collaboration with NYX Cosmetics, released a bunch of great makeup. We have these palettes, we have some facial mist, we have a bunch of things. So I recently got them, and I will say I got them in celebration, so I did get them as a gift. I'm not gonna sit there and lie to you. So I haven't tried them yet. I opened them, they look fabulous, but I want to do kind of like a live review with you all and share the products that I got, and maybe do like a little tutorial, maybe like, you know, try to do 2 eye looks and then show you some of the lipsticks so that we can see what they look like on, you know, this color skin, as well as you just see what they look like, period, and how they're supposed to go together. So without further ado, let's get into some of these first palettes. So the first is this color palette. So has the avatar eyes on it, so you can do the whole eye look, you know, the little eyes. So it's the color palette, and it comes in with a bunch of eyeshadows. Shows you on the back how many they come in there. Of course, we're going to open it. And this is valued at 40 bucks. It's basically 24 eye-catching shades in here, so it's numbered from 1 to 24. And when you open it, I mean, it looks absolutely beautiful, and you can obviously see that they paired them, so you can see not only, you know, colors that match, but of course you have these water-like palettes, and then you just have like how everything kind of blends together. So you all have your bases next to some of your sparkles. So I think that's like really good to put that together, because for someone like me who just kind of like looks at palettes and goes, sometimes I don't know what to combine these with to create a good eye look. I love when they like pair them together with like, try to use these around these, because this pink might not go with this green over here, but it may go with the gold, but try to kind of keep in this. So it says water connects all things. So obviously this kind of covers this avatar, water, life, earth feel. And on the back, it does kind of tell you all of the color names. So some of the color names, to kind of show you how it goes, like tell you, go along with like the avatar. So like one of the shades, 23, is called Eclipse. So that is Eclipse down there. They're named on the inside too. You know, this, again, first time live unboxing, so you never know. So we have Panampira. I'm probably going to butcher half of these. Tulkin Celebration, Coral Queen, Ilu Yu, Wood Sprite, Songcord Sunset, Azure Waters. We have Pandora over here, Under the Fractal Reef, Playful Pecan. We have a bunch of different ones. Again, I'm not going to go through and butcher these all, but my first reaction is, again, I love how they color match these and put these color palettes together. And the colors are even like great ones that I would even use. I'm not really like a pink purple person a lot. I will try to like show that later if we can get into it. I'm more of these shades. I feel like they always like go with my look. I mean, I'm wearing a green sweatshirt, so obviously I am a fan of green. And then of course with me, it always depends like what my hair color is, because like sometimes like my hair color doesn't go well. But I do like that, like for a $40 palette, you're getting 24 shades. I mean, it obviously kind of looks like it's not one of those, like if I use this like daily, over and over again, I probably wouldn't see it like lasting all year, but it is like a good solid color palette that I can use throughout the season. So like winter kind of over here, you know, going into summer, but I probably use this more summer, spring than anything. So that is the eyeshadow color palette. The other palette that came is the Avatar Pandorian Paradise. And that is this is a cheek palette. So in here, it has 6 shades in here. And then when you open it, you can obviously see all of them. I'm not a blush person. I don't wear a lot of blush. I don't do a lot of cheek looks. I do a lot like of contouring. I put bronzer on, I put concealer, I put some banana powder on, but I'm not one that puts a lot of pink and reds. So if we do try this out today, we'll see it. But I feel like these shades, like the pinks obviously are typical. I probably will use this banana color since it's like more banana-y, and then maybe even try this out in the summer. These are gonna be really interesting shades. Like these wouldn't be typical shades I would put on for a day-to-day look. Maybe like a late night look for like this one where this is the Pearl of the Sea, because it is very pearly. It has like these purple flecks, so you can kind of get in there and see them closely, but it does have these like pearl flecks, so the shimmery colors are in here. And again, the names of these kind of go along with it. We have Corkily Current, Pearl of the Sea, Tysera Shimmer, Electrifying, Skimwing, and Ilu Kiss. And this is valued at, I think, if I'm looking at it right, I think it's at $25. So for me, to be honest, I probably wouldn't pay $25 for a cheek palette, though I think this is a typical price for a cheek palette of this size. I'm just not a cheek person, so I'm one that if I do get anything for my cheek, which is that banana powder, I'm usually looking for like one thing, and I'll pay up to $5 for it. So I guess if you kind of put all these together for $25, this is pretty legit. But if I do try this out, we'll come back and look some of these shades later, just to kind of experiment. Maybe I'll end up loving the cheek palettes from this, or maybe start using them. Some other products that also came in, we have these lip glosses. So these are 3 lip gloss colors. And you can kind of see, I know they're probably not come through super clear on the camera, but these are valued at $9 each. And we have this one purpley color, which is called Biolumi Glow. They're going to be this blue purple-ish one that also has like some kind of greenish color in there, Shimmering Waters. And this one is more green. It's called Illuminate, so you can have this like still purple iridescent fleck, but all 3 of these are iridescent. And I'll do like a little, like, you know, little swatches for you so you can see which colors look like what and how they kind of go together. But for $9 for a lip gloss, I don't think that's horrible. Again, I'm not a lip gloss person, so just like I'm not a cheap person, I am not a lip gloss person, but these are pretty colors. I think they would be great late night colors versus day colors. And I think if you're going for more of a vibrant, watery look, these would go very well. Moving on to the next things, we have these. What are these? These are Biolumi sticks, so they're highlighter sticks. So for someone who is not a cheap person, I do use highlighter. But the thing is, it has to be the right highlighter. And I'm usually one that just kind of uses a like shimmery look. So I think like with this one, we have this Biolumi stick, which is a highlighter stick, and it's in this golden color. And for the stick, for it to be this thick, I think it's really good to kind of like just wipe on here. There are other colors that come in here are like this one, the yellow one is actually called Sunrise Banshee Ride. We have this one, which is a Seagrass, which you open it is kind of like that greenish color. And then you have this one, which is called Coral Reef, which is a pinkish color. So I feel like these they pair with the cheek palette, to be honest. So like some of these, I like probably put this one with this, and then I put the pink over here, and the green would probably go with these colors, where kind of like you're going highlighter over the cheeks. I feel like some of the colors here that are a lot less shimmery, but you don't want to pair them with this in the middle. You put the highlighter stick in like the areas you're looking to highlight on your cheeks, you know, right here in the crescent, maybe like along your nose. You're going to start hearing a lot of things. I'm also not a big color highlighter person. Like I'll go with a shimmer, I may even just like rely on this one. Like this one was probably one I'll probably end up using a lot because it goes with the banana powder. And if, you know, once we try out this cheek palette, if I end up liking the pink, maybe I'll use this as well. I probably wouldn't use this simply because I feel like the green color is just off for me, but I feel like if you have the right skin complexion to go with it, and depending on the look that you're going for, it would work really well. And with the colors that come in the other palettes, as well as like the lip gloss, which is the Illuminate lip gloss, I think these pairs, that's the one thing that it looks like really good with all of the products so far with this collaboration, is they all blend really well together, and you can just like see them matching. I think as I'm going through each product, I can just see how they match and how they look. Let's move on to some of the other products. So these are probably going to be something I'm going to use a lot. These are the lipsticks, and you can see just from the top the colors. I'm loving the colors. I do like bright colors. I do a bright lipstick every once in a while, and these are paper lipsticks, basically because they come in the paper canister. So with a lot of these products, they are putting them in like recyclable containers, as well as, you know, bio-friendly containers, because it's about the, you know, the earth, the world, the water, so that we don't end up putting things in the water and polluting it, because that would kind of go against the entire thing. So if you ever see these paper lipsticks, these paper containers, they're better than the plastic ones. Just know that. So we have this one, which is Ronal, which is the pink color. And then we have this other one, which is Natiri, which is this maroon color, which would be this is a color I would usually wear. So you may see me I may try these out later as we go through trying out the different looks, the eyes, maybe the lipsticks too. So again, these are $10.50, which I think is a good price for a lipstick, especially one of this size. Every once in a while I like to roll them entirely up so you can see how long it'll last. I mean, this will last for a while. Like, I feel like if I use this every day, I can probably get like a good, you know, month and a half out of it if I used it like every single day and then did like the whole touch-up thing, because of course when you touch up, you're using more. Good size, and with these colors, I think they're really pretty. I think these are the only colors I saw available online when I started looking it up online before I actually opened it. And they are matte lipsticks, so you can see in front, they are matte, and they are a vegan formula for those who are worried about that. That is a vegan formula. NYX Professional Makeup, and you have Natiri and Ronal in these colors. So last two spots before we get into trying out some of these things, there is this mist, and I'm gonna butcher this to death. It is called Metkayina. I'm not even gonna try anymore, but you can see it. Metkayina mist. This is a facial mist, and it is this Avatar 2 facial mist, and it's up to 16-hour wear over makeup. So it's a setting spray. You can see it comes good little spray out. So everyone can use a good setting spray. This is a 2.03 ounce fluid ounce. It's good size, and this actually runs for $10. So this will be a good one to travel with. So we'll spray it on later. I probably won't be setting it that much. But this other product that came in here is this Navi paint. It's a face and body paint, which I'm a little nervous. I'm assuming it's blue. Yep, if you can see it squeezing out at all, it's a blue paint. So I feel like body paints I'm always a little hesitant about when I don't use a lot of body paints. And I don't really understand what they're for besides putting them on your body. So for someone who just does face makeup, I really don't do a lot of face paint, but I'll show you the swatch of what it looks like so you can kind of see all of these colors that you can kind of see and how it works. So now that we've gone through just opening the products, looking at some swatches, seeing all of them, let's try some of this out. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to try to do 2 different eye looks on both eyes. Right now I do have like a dark brown, so I'm gonna go wipe that off. I'm gonna try to leave the eyeliner on for right now. And I already have mascara, so I'm not gonna redo it. So it is gonna come out a little wonky. As I go wipe this off, I end up wiping the eyeliner off, then that's just where we are. And then we'll try some of the cheek stuff. I don't actually have foundation on. This is actually a tinted moisturizer, and then I put concealer on and just some bronzer and brown foundation stick to contour. So some of this is already done. I already have my eyebrows done, so I'm gonna go wipe this eyeshadow off, and then we're going to try out 2 different eye looks and try out some of the other products, maybe the cheek stuff I try to try it out, the highlighter, and some lippies. So I'm going to first be brave and actually try out some of these palettes, this cheek palette. So I'm going to do the pinker color over here, and then I'm going to try the electrifying. So I'm going to start with the Coral Current and put it on this side, and then do the electrifying on this side, because these are 2 colors I probably wouldn't use, but would feel a little safer using. So this is the electrifying. Which, looking at it, it's not coming off too rough. It just comes off super light. So I don't know if you're like really seeing it come on, but I feel like it's not really good for my skin complexion. That's the electrifying, which is right here. So I'm gonna dust this off a little bit, and then I'm going to try the other side with the Coral Current. So this one's coming on a little bit deeper, which is not horrible. But again, like, I feel like when I add color to my cheeks, it just makes me look a little different. I don't think it's bad, but I feel like it kind of lightens up the look I usually go for. So you can kind of see those in here. I feel like if I added maybe a little bit of the Skim Wing, which is this orange color under my eyes like I usually do, it would probably add to it. But I mean, it's not selling me. It's just not, like, it's not horrible. It's just not me. But maybe if you all think so, let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll start using some of these so you can kind of see the colors. It's not horrible. I just don't use a lot of, I don't use a lot of just blush, but it adds color. It makes you look more awake. Again, I usually put makeup on at night, so like I usually don't like the rosy cheek look, but I feel like also looking at them, like even both of them, they kind of look the same to me. They're not like 2 different colors. Like I do feel like this is like a little bit more red, but for this other one, which is the electrifying, to be a little bit more like lighter, it doesn't look as light. Maybe it does look light. Like maybe I just can't see it fully from how I'm looking at it, but I feel like I'm missing something. This again does look deeper than it should be. It doesn't look as deep as this, but I'm definitely not trying that out because it's not going to go well. But I kind of feel like it is balanced. Maybe it's just the bronzer that's already adding to it. So you can kind of see what this looks like with bronzer and concealer already on, and how that pulls together. So let's maybe just go into some eye looks. So we are back with this beautiful palette, and we're going to try out some eye looks. I'm going to do a different one here, a different one here. I'm not really looking to match the blush, so bear with me on certain things. But again, I do like how the different palettes kind of come together and make you look. So I'm going to start over here with this kind of greenish color. I'm going to start with this one in the inner crease of my eye. So if you see me looking, I do have a mirror right there, but it's just for me to be able to see what I'm doing, because it would be probably nice to know what I'm doing. I feel like it could be deeper, but maybe that's just not my color. I'm doing the inner creases on both ends, and then keep it light on the outside. And then I'm going to go deeper on the inside. So now I'm going to go into this Viper Wolf eyes over here and put that more on the outer crease. I'm going to kind of bounce back between both of them to kind of add some more pigmentation. All right, so let me wipe off this brush, and then we're going to go in with adding some darker colors in the outer crease, because I feel like that's what usually helps really make things pop for me. So we're going to go in with this Eclipse color right here and put that in the outer upper part of the eye. And then I'm actually going to go in and actually go in with this Micaiah Reef right here, and then just go on the under part of my eye to kind of add a little bit of dark and depthness. This is going to be super rough because I have not used this before, and my mirror is like super far away. I usually have a closer mirror, but I am not around that right now. So then the next thing I do, I think I'm going to add some highlighting. So what I'm going to do, let me grab this brush. I'm going to actually go back. So how these colors are paired, I'm going to go back and add this Pandora over the inner corners because it pairs with that, and then add the Cove of the Ancients over the outer. So I think I just need to wing some of these a little bit more and go out a little bit further. So let me see what we're doing. We're going to add a little bit more of that green. Now keep in mind, I'm probably going to end up cleaning these up. Again, like I said, my mirror is not there, but you can see how the colors are blending together. I am not like the best person with my eyes when like I can't see, but you can see how the eyes are blending together. So I'll clean this up at the end and show you after I do this other little eye look. So let's go in with the other one now that you can kind of see this one. It looks rough, but we're going to try the other one out. So we're going to try the other side of the palette. This is probably going to make me super uncomfortable because it's just not colors I would typically use. But I'm going to start actually basing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use this Azure Waters as a base, and then go in and start adding other colors in. So we're using Azure Waters to kind of go and base the entire eyelid, which I didn't do with the other one. This is like different things I sometimes try out. Again, I like learn different things on YouTube with how to do stuff. And again, I have not mastered a lot of these things. So we just based it with the Azure Water. So I'm actually going to go in with the Unobtainium, I got that one, on the inner corners, which is another blue, that one right there. And again, it looks like you have to get like a lot of on your brush to get good pigmentation. And now that we have this blue kind of in here, I'm gonna go back and get some of this purple. So the purple I'm gonna end up using is the Tide Pool. So I'm gonna use the other side of my brush and get the other half of my eyelid, which it seems like the blue had more pigmentation when it first came off the brush than the purple, but it's in there. And then I'm gonna go in with this I Love You and put it on the outer corners more and under. So this is the I Love You to see to put that in there. And I'm gonna go back and add some shimmer in a little bit. So you're getting used to the depth of this, because this one looks a little better, not tremendously better, but it's a little better because I can see something. So that's that one. And then I'm just going to go back and add some shimmer over it. I'm going to add this Wood Sprite shimmer on the inner. Then I'm going to add the Sprite Tree over the outer. There is these like other ones in the middle that I didn't use, but those are always, of course, for later. There's only so many colors you can put on your eyeball. So you can kind of see how this one's turning out. I'm gonna go clean these up, put some eyeliner back on, and just clean it up and blend it together a little better. We're gonna come back and we're gonna try some lippy. All right, I cleaned these up as best as I could and threw some eyelashes on. I didn't fully stick them on, so if they fall off, we're here. We're here in this moment. I didn't feel like putting the glue on because I'm gonna take this off because it's late in the evening here at this house, and after I'm done doing this little review, I'm taking all this makeup off because I'm ready to lay down and watch some movies and Netflix and chill with my husband. So we're going to try out one of the lipsticks. The pink's probably just not going to work for me right now, but we're going to try out the Nectari one. So this is a burgundy, kind of deep plum maroon color, and it feels so smooth going on, just to let you know. Like, it feels really like I was putting lotion on my lips, which I love. So let me finish putting this on and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna talk about it because I can't see. All right, so we're back with the look, the lips. It is dark. It is probably like a night look I would go for. I mean, this entire look itself is just dark, which creates this kind of avatar look, to be honest. It's not one that I would wear day to day. And I think maybe even like the lashes are making the look super dark. And I feel like if I use some of the lighter colors, they wouldn't match my skin tone really good. But I will say that like I would use each of these in different ways and paired with some of the other products. So I will say, like, for the value of everything and for everything that's coming and how it matches with the avatar theme, I think it's a really good go. You know, we'll put some, I'm gonna take this off soon anyway. Well, setting spray comes on a lot, so you can see it does spray and kind of give you that mist, but we're here. We're working it, and I would love to hear if you all tried out these products and what you think about the NYX brand. This is probably the first time actually trying NYX fully. So if you like this video and have tried out the products or you tried out NYX, I would love to see what you're saying in the comments. But overall, what do you all think? Like, I'm for it. I just have to mix and match together and try it out some more. But from like a first kind of just looking at it and trying it out, we're here. I feel like, again, I have to like go and actually put the lashes on and do the full look and actually do my makeup in the order I usually do to make it actually look good. But I don't think it looks horrible. Like, obviously the application didn't go as well. You can't judge me that. I am not a makeup artist and I'm working with a mirror that's probably 10 feet from me and I am nearsighted. So who knows what I even just put on. Watching this video back, I'll probably be laughing at myself. But again, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you've seen Avatar. I'm actually going to see it this week, so I'm super excited to go check it out and actually see. I saw the first one, and I am excited to see the new one. People are saying like, oh, it was definitely worth the wait, so we'll see. But again, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can check out what I'm doing and what's going on here at Living Lush on the YouTube channel between fashion, beauty, travel, motherhood, all of that. Make sure to follow me on my Instagram, Living Lush, TikTok, Living Lush, and even check out my podcast, That Looks Like Podcast. But again, thank you all for coming by once again, and I'll check you next time. See ya.